Hello and welcome to another episode of Video Cracks. Today we're going to be discussing Star Wars versus Marvel and also introducing a new theme we're going to be running throughout the rest of the series, pitting our different fictional characters in different scenarios. Today I'm joined by John, Baby Goose,
Don't call me that.
Mr. Green,
Hello.
and myself, the Rooster, who will be hosting. Okay, so our first topic is going to be Marvel versus Star Wars.
Holy shit.
Oh yes, it's the title fight, closing night of the championships.
How much is the prize money, Sean?
It's going to be 52,638
It's all to play for. The stakes are high.
Singaporean dollars.
Okay. Still pretty big numbers, so you can be pretty sure that's worth more than sixpence.
I can be sure of that. I'm not sure if it'd be worth more than £1, probably.
Cool.
Okay. Championing and defending the pride, I'm going to say in this regard, of Marvel is our very own Baby Goose, the Carl Pilkington, and the wittiest wit we have available.
Backed by John Joe.
Because he needs help.
Maybe.
No.
We'll see. Depends what you say, Adam.
So there's teams. There's teams this.
Yes.
Okay.
Acting as our... potentially supporting Star Wars and also acting as the voice of a reason and uber critique will be Mr. Green.
Yes. I don't like either of them that much. But both of them are pretty good, so
Okay.
I don't care, basically.
Fair enough. And of course, championing Star Wars, which should make my life very easy in this regard,
Boo.
is myself, the Rooster,
Yeah.
and I have no modesty, as you can tell. Okay, so the first topic we shall be discussing is the impact each franchise has had.
So Star Wars.
Well,
What's so good about it?
Yeah.
what's so good about it? Cool. Well, we'll do like a brief intro summary. I will go first. Star Wars had an almost immeasurable cultural impact, from the quotes to the images to the characters, and the fact that, I could say Darth Vader is probably more recognisable than any comic book character in existence.
What are his cultural impacts?
Vader, he's the embodiment of evil, despite the fact he's probably more of an anti-hero and a fallen tragic hero, but most people don't delve that much into story setups and characters.
But wasn't he just borrowing off the back of a load of other embodiments of evil that already existed? I mean, the whole Nazi thing
Like
was all over the
Satan.
place.
Well, Satan, Sauron. Sauron was pretty
Dark
much the
Lord.
original Dark Lord, wasn't he? But then, what franchise doesn't borrow in some respects? I mean, if we're going
I know,
to,
but if you're
if
going
we
to
were
say
to pick
that's why the archetype exists, because of Vader.
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't saying it's why it
It's
exists.
been reinforced heartily by
It's
him
the
in modern
epitome.
times.
I just said he has been come to know him. He in culture, he's the most recognisable example of that.
Moldyvold. You
Far
forget about the Moldyvold.
more than Moldyvold. Don't even insult
The
me.
Moldyvold's all over the place now.
No, but nowhere near as much as Vader.
I think we found a new topic. Who would win in a fight, Voldemort or Darth Vader?
They had that debate on YouTube. That chap who
That
does
fight.
the fights. Yes, he
They've
actually
both
came
got
to
very similarly coloured skin.
he came to the conclusion that Vader would win because Voldemort's defined magic. This is what I got from it. Wouldn't actually be able to stand up to the undefined power of the Force because it's so broad.
Why is magic defined now? The power of love won overall in the end.
Yes, which I don't really.
Did it not, Sean? Are these not the facts?
I feel like Voldemort. That's right.
And are you putting boundaries on love? Is that what you want to do?
I am.
Cruel
I'm
man?
doing that.
Okay.
I'm cruel. I'm not heartless. Go on.
Darth Vader goes down like a bitch to some lightning though, and
He does.
Voldemort's got hella lightning. He's got lightning for days.
Does he? I never saw Voldemort use any
He
lightning.
shot lightning that one time when he got a hard on from getting the Elder Wand.
No, he didn't. He
did.
shot light.
No,
He went.
Bolt, yeah.
He was going.
Yeah, it was light. It was raw power.
Is that much lightning though?
No,
That's the next step.
No,
of
it's not.
lightning.
It
And
looked
Darth
First
lightning
things
to me.
first.
it's well.
Vader has not a single Horcrux,
Yeah.
so he's got no insurance.
No, he doesn't. However,
You've got a shitload of TIE
Force
fighters.
ghosts, everybody.
Force Ghost, yes. And on top of that, if you're going to go with the whole lightning thing, lightning is, well, let's assume it was lightning or light. Both are a form of light. Darth Vader can deflect laser bolts with his hand. Laser bolts are light. Darth Vader would simply deflect Voldemort's power with his hand.
But he's weak to electricity.
But it's
Well,
not
that was
light,
when he was
is it?
picking
Come on.
Palpatine up with both his hands.
Yeah, but
to throw
he's a
over an
robot.
edge. Yes,
He's just short circuit.
he's weak to electricity, but you have to actually get the electricity to him for him to suffer it,
No.
and he can deflect it.
If he knows it's coming.
I don't feel
Well,
like...
if Voldemort's pointing a wand at
Are you
him,
saying
one
Avada
would-
Kedavra is made of light?
So it's not.
Oh,
I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's kind of the end of the argument, really. Can't be
What, Avada
bothered.
Kedavra?
Instant death.
Yeah.
Well, no, because it's the Force itself, not magic. Could Darth Vader not sidestep it? He
Like,
can
within
deflect laser bolts because he
the
has
only
a
thing
sense.
in the
Okay.
rules of the Harry Potter magic that can deflect it is that whole love thing.
Should
I
we
guess
be
Vader might have.
compatibilist
Yeah,
about
well,
this?
Vader fought against Palpatine, didn't he? Because he loved Luke.
Let's
so
be-
Vader obviously has a lot of love.
Oh shit!
So we could take one.
Yeah.
You know,
Take
that
one.
is kind of a thing about both of them, isn't it? They do have the love as like a jester. Add love to this, and suddenly all the rules are off.
Yes.
But why don't we look at it as a compatibilist thing? Like, imagine the Force is the magic from the Harry Potter universe, and they're the same thing, and they've just found different ways to harness the same
Okay, it's
kind of
interesting.
energy or whatever.
Voldemort
Bullshit.
will fucking balls.
The bullshit is the same for both, because there's no rules to the bullshit in either of them. It's all
Well,
bullshit.
would Vader not simply take Voldemort's wand off him? Would he not just call it from his hand with the Force?
You probably would, yeah.
Before or
Yeah, well,
after the
so
dozen?
could Voldemort. He could.
Yeah.
Do what? Take his lightsaber off him? He's not going to take
Yeah.
the Force off him, though.
Well, we could
No,
take
you're
his fucking
allowing
heart
it.
off
And
him.
Voldemort cannot use magic without his wand, which is a very well established fact in the Harry
No,
Potter
he can. He
universe.
can. No, Dumbledore can. Dumbledore can do shit without a wand. He can do things without speaking.
So
He
can
can do things without
Potter.
speaking, not without a wand.
Can't
I
do
never remember
badass
being.
shit, though.
Nah, all the wizards can do shit without one. Harry does shit without
Oh,
one when he's a
oh,
baby.
oh,
when he's a wee baby.
No, he doesn't. It's his mum.
No, Harry
talks
talks
to
to a fucking snake.
He talks.
And he
that's
also
not magic, though.
he
That's a
also
different
did
language.
other shit. He
Makes
did
the
other
glass
shit.
disappear.
He makes the glass disappear. Like,
That's only a minor magic. It's not
There's-
anything awesome.
There's a lot of glass in the Death Star as well.
Yeah.
You could make use of that power.
take that glass away.
Couldn't
What's
he?
on the other side of that glass? I think that's space.
But Vader can breathe in
They're all
space
dead.
because of his suit.
Not for long.
Not for long.
He doesn't need to. He'll last longer than Voldemort.
He'll
Voldemort
freeze.
can turn to smoke though.
He'll freeze. They
Vader can
apparate.
telekinetically catch smoke.
He can just apparate. He
And
can
crush
just fucking
it.
go anywhere he likes.
Actually, this is a good point. Voldemort would. Vader could just mind trick Voldemort.
I'm glad we're giving Marvel such a chance.
Well, it just goes to show
See
you
what
that
I'm
the
working
only
with.
the only contender you've got is magic, literally. But anyway, we'll go into it. Let's get to the discussion at hand here. So, Marvel, Star Wars. We'll do Harry Potter and Star Wars another time.
No, we won't.
I know we will.
I don't think so.
I want that. Give me an
I think
opportunity
we
to
just did it.
destroy Harry
That's
Potter.
it now.
So, cultural impact of Star Wars versus Marvel.
Define cultural impact for me first, because that to me doesn't mean a fucking thing.
Cultural impact. It's going to be very hard to define this. It'd be
Yeah,
the longevity, the saturation.
Would you count the number of things that had copied it?
But
I think
Well,
that's the
before
main
we-
thing I think of when I think of cultural impact. I thought, okay, how many things like outright copied this, or how many things seem to be inspired by it and put a little twist on it. That's the cultural impact.
I would agree with that, but at the same time, it's hard to. In some respects, it's hard to know because both franchises do borrow from other franchises.
We're accepting that none of
things.
us know anything.
Yes, but I mean, it's we can discuss this at least anyway.
Spider-Man was the first.
Wasn't Star Wars the thing that made summer blockbusters like a thing, or was that?
Well, there you go. That's
It was. I'd say it perfected it, but Jaws started it.
Yeah.
Jaws definitely started, but Star Wars probably took it to its pinnacle.
Hmm.
So, cultural impact of each franchise. I'll go first for Star Wars and pitch it, and then we'll discuss it. And then you can come back in with Marvel, and then we'll discuss that.
Did you say pitch or discussion?
I did say that, and then I said we'd discuss it afterwards. So.
This is quiet time for the two.
Yes.
Who don't count.
Just talk about Marvel and how much you get a boner about.
I don't even get much of a
Pretty
Talk about the
much.
different
Well,
kinds
why
of,
do you
think it's
of
better than
job
Star
you get
Wars?
on.
It's better than Star Wars.
Okay, excellent.
Cultural.
We know you're here to say that, so thank you for reaffirming that position.
Apparently, yeah.
Star Wars cultural impact. It's been parodied in everything from Toy Story to innumerable television shows.
Pretty recently too, still happening.
Yes, and it is ongoing in quite in many things. You know, the Marvel itself pays plenty of homage to Star Wars. In fact, in every film in Phase 2 has someone lose their hand as a direct nod to Star Wars, admitted by Kevin Feige, who heads up the Marvel side of the film universe.
Who's
Scripted.
losing hands?
Scripted.
In every one of the Marvel films in Phase 2, someone loses a hand or a limb, and it
Oh.
is a direct nod to Star Wars.
The only one I can remember is
Phase
Thor.
2.
Like,
For-
what does that nod do for anyone?
Sorry?
Yeah.
What does that nod do for anyone? I don't really recognise hand
Keeps the
cutting.
wheels turning, yeah. Keeps the money coming in.
As with
Keeps
most
the kids fed.
as with most nods and things like that, and Easter eggs, they're marks of respect, aren't they?
But Easter eggs are meant to be that. They're not meant to be lying all over the fucking place.
No.
You may have to look for them. They're meant to be hidden, not in every single one. They make it a
Well,
rule.
To be honest, until I read that Kevin Feige decided that, I didn't actually realise that it would have been nods. He had to point out the fact that it is.
We're talking about comic books here.
No, these are the Marvel films.
So people keep losing hands in films, and I'm not seeing it.
No, yeah. Go back and watch it. The Phase 2 films.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
What's Phase 2?
Name more than one.
Black Panther.
Every single one of them.
Other Marvel films haven't
That's
come out
Phase
yet.
Oh,
Right.
what shitty one? Oh, you mean you talking in their release schedule at the moment?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know. Yeah, I don't work for Marvel. I don't know their marketing lingo. I don't know that we're currently in Phase 2.
Oh no, it's
Through the optimum
it's a very well known
optimization
thing.
stage.
Adam, are we in phase 2 yet? Or are we transitioning?
I see what you mean. So Phase
What?
2 is everything
What does
after...
that mean? It's an audio
what,
format.
Avengers Assemble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Up to Age of Ultron. Sorry, up to Ant-Man. Ant-Man was
Okay.
the last film of Phase 2.
So
Are we in Phase 3 now?
We are.
Holy shit!
Phase 3 starts with Civil War.
It's a fast
in
moving
April.
world we live in.
Wait. Who loses a hand in Ant-Man?
I don't remember.
Okay. Who loses a hand in the second Captain America?
I do know this one.
Who loses a hand in Thor?
Bucky is
Thor.
missing his whole arm.
Thor
Yes.
loses a fucking
It
hand.
is, no, you're
It was
right.
an illusion.
I think.
Oh.
Yes, but that's alright. It still counts. And then
Yeah, but that's the only one I can remember.
In-
Bucky losing a
in
whole
Iron-
arm is
in-
not related to Luke
Is Guardians
losing
of
a
the
hand.
Galaxy Groot or something?
yes, Guardians of the Galaxy's
That's
Groot.
a
No,
cop
Groot
out.
don't lose
He
an
loses
arm.
everything.
Yes, he does.
Groot loses everything.
In
He
Iron
lost it all.
He's just a little spriteling at the end of it.
in Iron Man 3, it's the bad guy. What's he called? The fake
you
Mandarin.
can't
The,
name
the
it.
cop out. The cop out Mandarin.
First one.
Ben Kingsley.
The cop out Mandarin.
Oh, the
Mandarin.
handsome dude. I forgot what he's
Yeah,
called.
I don't consider Ben Kingsley the cop. He
No,
was
it is.
the real Mandarin, the Mandarin that should have been.
Loses an arm.
Yeah.
Oh, was that in that film? He was that guy.
How does he lose an arm?
He gets it
What a
chopped off
stupid
Gets it chopped
film.
off.
at the end
Yeah.
at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, getting back to what you were
Like
saying
Shaun of
earlier.
the Dead.
Yes.
People...
Anyway,
copy
yes.
switching.
Even Marvel are paying. I'm not saying copy. I'm saying that they're paying respect because they realise its impact.
Well,
and there's
Even Star Wars itself is doing that now. With the
yes,
same movie.
even Star Wars is doing it to itself. There's
they're
a
allowed.
bust. Vader's culture impact. There's a bust of him on a cathedral in Los Angeles or New York.
Hang
There's
on.
probably a bust of Cosby somewhere.
They use C3PO and R2D2 and Yoda to market Vodafone not too long ago.
Water.
Fruit, water, yes, all sorts of things. Star Wars permeates generally every
Just
part.
because they're
of-
media whores doesn't mean they have cultural impact.
Yeah, Marvel also.
And
lose
if they
their
do,
characters.
it should
Well-
not be to their credit because all they've done is fucking spam us.
But we predefine cultural impact as saturation.
That's terrible.
Right.
That's absolutely terrible. All you're saying is who's got the biggest marketing budget.
Not necessarily, because it's
Yes.
longevity as well, isn't it?
Saturation is a term they use in marketing to
Yeah,
talk about
yes,
that.
but if you're not necessarily talking about it in marketing, which I'm not in this regard.
So do you mean the okay?
the cultural zeitgeist for
Yes.
Star Wars. Zeitgeist.
Tanga, that's what that means. It's Tanga.
I feel the point to be made here though is that like you could give you the fact that it maybe is the biggest at least between Marvel and Star Wars, but that it's so big it's sort of a detriment to itself now. Like it is literally being used to market like melons and like distilled water.
Yeah.
Yes, no, agreed, but it doesn't necessarily lessen its impact.
No, it's
I'm pretty sure I bought something because it had Star Wars on it once, and then I only realised after the fact that I never buy this. Oh, it's got Star Wars.
In addition, it's been in almost it has been in every generation and type of gaming console. It's been on almost every form of media, from
So it's
audiobooks, books.
Not that many great ones, and Marvel's got no good games.
Marvel has not
It's
been.
got plenty of games on every generation.
Yeah, but no
I wouldn't
good
say every
games.
generation.
They're all
That's
movie
that's-
tie-in shit.
That's opinion, though, isn't it?
No, it's not
Yeah,
opinion.
it is.
Movie
Spider-Man-
tie-in.
The
Come on.
Spider-Man games were fucking amazing.
Which
There was
ones though?
one
There was
really
one that
good
was good. The
Spider-Man
movie.
PS2
The
one
first
was
one.
great.
Yeah, you see.
The PS2 one was great.
Yeah, but that was a time with the film.
Tie-in with the film. No, but that's
Doesn't matter,
this
it's
is
still
a
a good
movie tie-in
game.
that will happen to be good. But most of the Marvel movie tie-ins, especially in the 360 generation,
Ultimate
were
Alliance.
absolute shite.
Ultimate Alliance.
I don't know it.
Exactly.
Is that the fighting one?
Yeah, the point is only you,
No, I mean
only
the,
you
like-
and John have heard of
Yeah.
Ultimate Alliance.
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, vaguely.
And I heard it wasn't that great.
Doesn't mean it wasn't a cult hit.
Is it then?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean
not
it's
to
not.
this
What
cult.
means it is?
It had a strong fan base.
Did it?
Enough of it-
Outside of you.
Enough of them to make 3 sequels. Like there was 3 of them.
But they
Yeah,
made
we
a
know
sequel
what you-
to the
No, that
fourth.
means there's 4 of them.
Well, there were 2 sequels in.
Okay.
Sean, take the reins. It's Star Wars time. You've just lost 30 seconds to this.
Oh,
Wait,
dear
wait.
God.
You've got to bring out points that are supposed to be against Marvel, not stuff that is comparable to Marvel, surely. Because like you're saying that, they're
I was talking
marketing-
about games, then you came back and said that.
Yeah,
I
but
think
you
the
are
idea of
options.
you talking for a full 5 minutes with no one interrupting is not going to happen.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's not the
I
point.
knew that though.
You've
I
got-
wasn't
you've got,
expecting it to
like-
Get back into it. Jump back.
A minute.
Yes, as I was saying, Star Wars permeated almost every aspect of media in ways that I would say Marvel has not. Quite clearly and obviously, so I wouldn't to the point where I don't even feel the need to bring in, many comparable examples of it.
What's Star Wars about? What's more Star Wars about the world?
What's more Star Wars about the
What
world?
is it in Star Wars that
Jedi is a recognised religion.
separated completely from the characters and everything, and the Star Wars and the branding and all that? What has Star Wars
So
done?
pretty much almost everything that is Star Wars.
No, all the superficial stuff. Like you could say that, everyone knows what Jedis are now. Yeah, of course they do. Like they increase cultural awareness of Jedis by 1000%. Of course they did, because they made them up.
But they made a religion based around Jedi and Jedi beliefs. Which
The
starts off
fans-
as a joke, obviously,
yeah, of
but
course.
it grew into something a bit more because it
I'm
is
not saying that. I'm saying, and I think that's a good point. You should
Nailed
listen
it.
to all those words I just said.
Yes.
Nailed it. You got 10 seconds left to wrap up.
So in short, I think Star Wars' reach, the fact that it is copied and paid respect to by even Marvel itself, basically shows that it has had a greater cultural impact than Marvel. If we're going to do it, keep it versus.
At least the movies and some of the games have had at least a positive cultural impact. And obviously,
Wait,
Well, that's pretty much all that Star Wars is, though, isn't it?
No.
And Star Wars in general is probably the biggest.
Besides
Maybe
Battlefront,
not for a good.
So let's put it
Reason.
across to Adam now to talk about Marvel.
hang on. Besides Battlefront, what are these good games from Star Wars?
Rogue
Battlefront's not a
Squadron,
good
Knights
game.
Knights of the
That's
Old
true.
Republic,
Battlefront's not a good game.
Jedi Academy,
Jedi Academy,
2.
Star Wars Pod Racer.
Yeah.
That was an arcade game.
Jedi Power Battles was bloody brilliant.
Jedi Power Battles.
Yeah,
Star
I'll give
Wars
you Power
Connect.
Battles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jedi Starfighter.
Okay,
Jedi
yeah.
Starfighter 2 was great.
Jedi, yeah.
Never heard of it.
Jedi Starfighter's good.
Well, it was a big game.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't believe
Empire at War was a great strategy game. Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, Marvel didn't have their own. Have they had a strategy game yet?
They don't need a strategy game.
They're in Disney Infinity.
They don't need a strategy. So is Star Wars.
Oh, shit. I hate those things.
Anyway, Marvel. Pitch it. Its cultural impact.
I don't need to pitch it. Anyone that's listening knows Marvel.
Okay, great.
Everyone
The
knows.
case closed.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay.
Talk about it!
See, I don't.
Preach to that choir.
Give me a script. Let me go through
It just says cultural impact.
the. It's cultural
Give
impact.
me a
Let's-
script. He just said, give me a script.
I meant the script he was
Sure.
working off.
Would you like me to help you?
No. I'm just. I don't.
Are you sure?
You
You seem
expected
like you
some
need
sort of
it.
here's
No,
one we
right.
prepared earlier argument
Yeah.
for Marvel
I'm-
just to give to you.
How about since
I
Marvel
haven't-
is a relatively new, like, cultural phenomenon,
Yeah.
you could try and compare its, like, how many 5-10 years now it's been big?
I would disagree.
Oh, it's been
Marvel's
huge
older
for
than
ages.
Marvel's older than
No, I
Star
mean,
Wars.
like,
It's been huge
but-
forever,
no, I
but
mean-
the films, the rebirth of the films.
The films
Been about
was what
10
has
years
made
now,
it,
right?
like,
Has it been 10
culturally
years since
acceptable.
Iron Man?
No. Marvel was a big thing quite before.
no, it was like comic book nerds,
It was
blah
the
blah
same.
blah. It was
When
like
was
nerds
the
who
Ed
read it.
Norton
It wasn't
Hulk?
it wasn't
That's what I
widely
wanna know.
accepted.
Ed Norton Hulk was 2006.
Thank you.
8.
Thank you.
People were aware of Spider-Man, but they weren't necessarily. It wasn't cool to think of it. Whereas the movies now, it's acceptable.
No.
to-
There were Spider-Man films.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were-
Back in the
cartoons,
60s.
Cartoons were on.
No, but
for
that's
a while.
right.
Stan Lee
The
was
move-
very, very famous.
Okay, they were big. They were well known, but the movies today have what have made them like comparable to Star Wars now. So you could try comparing what the movies have done.
It's not just a geek thing.
Yeah, there you go.
It's mainstream.
But at the
to what Star Wars was when it was big, the original movies.
At the same time, though, I'd come back and say that Marvel had it shot long before Star Wars.
Oh,
And
shots fired.
and it failed. It became very flaccid and had to creep back into the comic books.
Flaccid.
Yes.
Why would you say that?
Well, because it did. It lingered, being respectable, but it was no big hit.
Yeah, but what do you mean by it?
The point there, though, is you've got so much of an easier job defending yourself because all you have is a few very good films and some shitters.
I know.
They've got a hell of a lot of fucking
Material
drivel to defend, and they don't have to. All they have to find is more net good in that, or net cultural impact, whatever we're saying now, than Star Wars as a whole. And they got a lot more time they're spanning. Think of all that old good-fashioned happiness they gave to all those kids in the 50s.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't have none of that shit.
No, don't.
That's pure stuff. That's pure happiness.
At the same time, can you argue, despite the fact they were around for longer and they were giving all that good shit, as you put, in the 50s before Star Wars?
Did I say that? That's crass.
He did. Did it have the same impact? I would argue not.
Not as big and fast, which is
so not
kind
big.
of the game of both franchises. Big and fast, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Super towns, anyway.
Yeah, it was more flash in the pan, and that gives it a little bit of like a sheen on it. That makes you think, oh, that's special. But I don't think you should you disregard a long, drawn-out building of success and then some sort of weird peak that we got now.
A weird peak, exactly. But it's the weird peak, weird, I'm focusing in on that use of the descriptive word there, which allowed them to even contemplate comparing themselves to Star Wars.
What do you think's so bad about this weirdness?
I didn't say it was bad.
Why did you pick out weird then?
I picked out weird to highlight the fact that it's unusual and that it's not a sustained success, whereas Star Wars has been.
Hang on.
Okay, good point.
I actually have something to say right now for once.
Oh, God. The person who's championing Marvel's back in.
Star Wars was born in movies, right? Marvel, how much do you reckon one of the first Star Wars books is worth?
Would that be a novelisation then?
Probably quite a lot, because there
reckon
won't be
one of the
very
first-
many of them.
How much do you reckon one of the first comic books is worth?
Less than one of the original copies of the first film of Star Wars.
The script, yeah, sure, but we're
Yeah.
talking about print.
Yeah.
And you know that Lucas had all the rights to all the merchandise,
I do.
so he would have printed fuck tons of those things, and you'd have made it cheap. He would have made them cheap.
He wouldn't have made them on the first script, though. The point that Adam's trying to highlight is
Prestige around that.
how much are the original comics worth as opposed to the original
I think
Star
you'll
Wars.
find more.
Well,
I
No,
The
I'm
comics,
saying-
comics, it's a whole industry that,
Yeah.
and that Marvel is what 50% near enough, probably more of a whole industry of like secondhand trading and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Star Wars has got that, but that's just a tiny little island. Like comic books, that's it. Marvel has a fucking medium that they completely dominate the name
Yeah,
of. Star Wars does not dominate science fiction films.
Disagree. Marvel does not dominate comics. Marvel have one very prominent and very obvious competitor, which they have to,
DC.
yes.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
no
mad?
one thinks of them.
Nobody knows.
When people think of their things, they don't think, oh, and that's a DC one. They just think of Batman.
I think
They don't think, oh, that's from DC Comics.
DC, aside from Superman, DC have produced far more 3D interesting characters. V for Vendetta.
In your opinion,
Constantine.
sure. They're
No,
dark,
I'd-
and
I'd-
they're dark,
I'd
and
say
they
if
have some
if you asked
substance.
who created, wait, now we're getting onto. I was going to say, if you asked who created V for Vendetta, no one would say DC. But now we're getting onto a DC versus Marvel
V for
tangent.
Vendetta was DC?
Yes.
I thought it was self-published.
It was
Well, not self-published. I thought it was the whole. What's the guy
It-
called? I've read it. What's
no,
he
it
called?
was DC.
The
that,
main guy, the great guy that.
yeah, I know who you mean.
Hugo Weaving.
No, it wasn't. It's the same guy that wrote Watchmen actually as well. Watchmen.
Yeah, what's the guy called? Shit, I can't remember. Never mind. Move it.
Anyway,
Stan Liam.
Stanley. Continue point, please.
Well, that was my major point. Really. It's got its own industry. They're born from
That
different.
was
they're
not your
born-
point.
That was
Peter's
my point.
Yeah.
You just piggybacked
No,
my fucking point.
Few words, and that was all it took to get.
That's
the
true. No, you
conversation
got me
going.
to say it. Yeah.
I don't think that
They
was
are
part of
bo-
the master plan,
They
though.
are. They're born. One's
got what
born
he
in
was
movie.
saying.
One's born in movie. One was born in comic books.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And one birthed comic books.
It was
Yes.
Alan Moore.
Alan Moore.
Thank
I
you.
said more.
I told you. It was
I wouldn't say no because actually Superman was the original hero, so DC were the first. comic
but they
books.
didn't do it very well.
Jesus was the original hero.
Yes, Jesus was the original hero. Actually, no.
Thank you.
Achilles was before him.
How dare you? There was nothing before Jesus.
There's nothing. It was dinosaurs.
Savages.
We had lessons with the
Sodomites.
dinosaurs. Pagan fools.
Jews!
What?
Jews no less they were.
Yeah, we're way with
Witches!
But I feel like Adam needs more time to actually build a case.
No, that was my case.
It was.
We're talking cultural impact. That's my case on cultural impact.
I think Star Wars is way better than Marvel. I do.
Just from that.
It's like, it's better. But Marvel have some.
I would also
stuff.
say I don't think this weird peak in Marvel. I don't think could have happened as and when it has without Star Wars pioneering all the special effects.
No. They gave them a massive disadvantage because they were all so shitty.
What, the special effects?
The prequels. No, not the special effects in them, but
No,
the fact that people then associated, it's all just bloody special effects. Spend all that money on the special effects, it's not even got a plot. It's shit.
No, I don't think you.
I think they really started the whole, it's all just explosions, it's all just special effects now kind of thing.
No, that was Independence Day. That was that sort of summer blockbuster.
No, well,
that started Independence Day.
Fine,
The mindless summer blockbuster.
I suppose it did, but
Star Wars, the special effects that Star Wars brought in. In the beginning, like Revenge of the Sith, like most of the studios would have had to have paid $200 million to make that film. Like George Lucas did it for less than $100 million, which tells, but not in the special effects.
Because he owns a special effects company.
Yeah, but the point is,
it's
not that
point.
The fact he owns it didn't make it cheap. It was what they did.
It didn't make it cheap. It made it free.
No, it's what they did to push forward those effects.
Resources.
Because one of the things, like, he wanted to make a live action Star Wars TV show. But he didn't advance that because the point is he wanted to make sure they could have movie level special effects in it, which, as you know, George Lucas was an absolute whore for. No, I'm talking like modern day. He wanted the same effects he had in the same level of CGI.
Oh, for the prequel.
In TV shows, but he wanted to. But he said that would have cost him about 30-40 million per episode. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't going to do it until he could get the level of effects as efficient to do it for about 10 million per episode, sort of the same budget that Game of Thrones has.
Is it 10 million episode now?
Something like that.
What is?
Fuck me thrice wise.
Game of Thrones per episode.
Oh, yeah.
So, and it's the same with the original trilogy as well. The special effects, again, they pioneered to do the things they did back then.
But I wouldn't put that on Star Wars.
But it is on Star Wars.
No,
though.
yeah, they did it, but it would have happened anyway without them.
But the fact of the matter is, they
you can't take that away from people. You can't give anyone the achievement for anything. Of course, it was because of the moment they were alive and where they were and who they knew. And
but they did do
all
it.
That stuff. But they did do it.
Yeah, but
that's always the way.
All right, yeah, they did it, but it would never. You can't say it would never happen without them.
I haven't said that.
You did. You said
Marvel
wouldn't have got where it was if it wasn't for Star Wars.
No, I said it owes. Which it does do, because the Star Wars did.
So the guy who came up with a sword in America and the guy who came up with a sword in China who didn't have any form of actual communication.
But that's not what happened,
They both came up with swords, both came up with bow and arrows, both came up with windows.
It's quite a bit more of a complex idea than sharpening some metal, though.
Yeah, but it's the same theory, isn't it? It's like, just because two people come up with it, like, it's going to happen. We've moved on from swords.
No, because the technology
develops. Swords are things used by...
Yeah, technology develops. It's not pinned to anyone specifically, really.
It is, though, because they did develop it and it did permeate throughout the film industry because of what they did develop.
Because of their position and circumstances.
Yes, but they still did it.
But if we're going to be like strict determinists about all of this, it's all going to fall apart. We've got to start giving people credit at some point.
Yeah.
And the point when you say, they came up with it, is the point at which you give them credit.
Because otherwise I just turn around and say, if Star Wars had been
life is an illusion, and who knows anything? Because light is just massive.
It hits things in funny ways.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you can't use that point in this argument.
If you're not giving Star Wars the whole CGI thing, they haven't got that much. If you don't give them that, then this is a pointless discussion, which I think you thought it was to begin with.
Anyway, pressing on.
But think about it. Think of all those Marvel films now. How much have they got to go on if they don't have special effects?
Pretty much Robert Downey Jr. If he wasn't in the films, let's be honest, he's the Titan. He carried them.
Wow.
In the beginning.
Yeah, that sort of like
and Josh
banter, Marvel banter. I don't know what you'd call it. It's very niche, sort of like quick off the cuff. Like, oh, I get that reference.
Which they tried in episode 7, which I didn't find funny.
No, I know that.
I did. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I thought Star Wars was a funny film. Like, I thought it was pretty fucking jolly. Star Wars, the new one. It's pretty fucking jolly. Everyone was like, hey. It was like giddy going about their business.
That's good though, I suppose.
It was,
if you liked
good. I loved it. It was great. It was like, it's happening again. It's happening again. That's why I like getting away with all like that sort of repetition, because they were just like, yeah, okay.
Anyway, so ending the first round on cultural impact. Shall we have a show of hands as to who took that round, please?
Fuck.
Adam and I are not allowed to vote.
So, that doesn't work. This is where democracy fails.
I'm sure Peter and John are adult enough to come to a decision.
Well, unanimously, because that's the only way I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't feel like Adam actually voiced a sort of opinion, so
I feel
really,
like
you really had to follow
I feel like I gave a pretty good case for Marvel.
Yeah, you did alright.
I should be voting for Star Wars. I'm going to vote for Marvel.
Okay, so the first round was a tie.
And John's not voted yet.
He did. He voted for Star Wars.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna go with Marvel.
Just
to get that
what's happened here?
You'll get the next one, Sean. Don't worry about it.
He couldn't formulate a single sentence. He wins.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Just like how
I'm just going to say that's a pity vote. From
The
Adam.
opener. I don't think I need to say anything because you all know I'm right. And then he proceeded not to say much. Stroking the page. I'm excited.
Well, see, the next topic are their success in things not of film, which we've already touched on. Which obviously Marvel's greatest success comes from the comics. But at the same time, Star Wars has had more success, I'd argue, in games and television.
Okay. Alright. Fine. We talked about the game, went through the games. There's a hell of a lot of spammy Star Wars game releases that have been shit.
movie
Remember
tie-in
that?
game.
Movie tie-in one is, and DS games, and
Episode 1 was rubbish, but the Episode 3 game was very good, so that was praised by a lot of people.
I all the way through.
Alright, shall we
with
list off
Andrew.
different mediums and then just say whether or not they win, and we can have a little argument. So games.
Star Wars.
Star Wars has more games. They both got shit games, but
Yeah,
Star Wars
Star
has
Wars
more
is
good
Star
games.
Wars.
Think of all the
Marvel's got that Spider-Man game.
Spider-Man games.
The one, we're not going to count the other ones that are just copies of the first one.
No, because they were movie tie-in, but they were really good ones.
No,
Right,
Spider-Man,
you've got
we
one
can count the
game.
second one, because Spider-Man, the first game of Spider-Man was just GTA 3 when you could rope swing.
What about the X-Men games?
It's pretty
They
obvious.
weren't-
Star Wars
weren't-
has got more games
No,
that were
they
good.
weren't as... You didn't get invested in them as much as you did with MMOs for Star Wars, but that's the nature of
We haven't
MMOs.
even included
Yeah.
the Star Wars MMO. Oh no, the fucking original Star Wars MMO, that was fucking... It wasn't...
Oh,
I would have never
Galaxies.
played it, but the stories you get from that were amazing.
Yeah, I think Star Wars has got to win on games, hasn't it, really?
Yeah.
Because the problem is, Marvel doesn't do, like, Marvel games. Marvel does separate releases games.
Yeah.
You've got this diffuse nature of it coming to bite it again now. Like, you can't have all of them in one. Well, you could, but they haven't done it. So maybe they should.
But they tried to make an Avengers game,
Yeah, but that's not all of them.
but it was so big that you heard about it, obviously. Television.
Marvel got to be. The only thing Star Wars has got is
Clone Wars,
Clone
Rebels
Wars,
is really good.
Rebels.
kids shows.
No, but they're really good, though.
Kids
They have received critical acclaim, far more than any Marvel show has, including Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Peggy Carter.
From kids.
No, from adults.
Yeah, for kids, but also I'd say Rebels is better than Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
You've never seen it, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I've seen at least the first season.
No, but
Particularly
Marvel has.
The first season never is.
Is that DC? Who's Daredevil? Is Daredevil DC?
No, that's Marvel.
That's a fucking great series. Flash?
DC. Sorry, I was going to say Arrow.
Still checking.
I think you were just throwing that one out to see if we were still awake.
No, I don't know what things are.
No, that's good.
I've never read a comic book in my life.
Really?
Oh.
Just kicking the
I've
dirt
read
away.
some. Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? That was very disrespectful.
The 90s kid shows for Marvel,
X-Men,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, the
They were
cartoons,
good.
the Marvel cartoons. Marvel wins TV. Marvel wins TV.
I don't think so. I think the more recent Star Wars TV series are better than anything Marvel's put out prior but I have a lot of nostalgia and sentimentality for the earlier Marvel TV shows because I grew up watching them.
Yeah, of course. No, Marvel went to TV.
But I think
It does,
okay,
man, it does.
so
What's good about the new ones?
I've agreed.
What's good about the new Star Wars?
Skating on.
It's
I think the
two
best bit is
things, though.
opinion, isn't it?
The only
Two
thing-
things
as opposed
Star
to-
Wars, like 2 TV shows, Rebels and Clone Wars,
Yeah,
that were good.
they've only produced 2 though.
Yeah, but then like you can flip that argument for the cultural impact thing of where like obviously there is that argument of Marvel's been around for longer in the comic books,
Yeah,
and obviously hasn't done much. But then the movie growth spurt, I would say was more comparable to what Star Wars was when it originally birthed.
yeah.
And it's only had so long now. We don't know what it's going to turn to when it's got as long as Star Wars. So I think it wins TV.
It makes way more sense to compare the modern versions of the two. Yeah.
Going back to the general comparison, Star Wars has got a very limited amount of media. Very good quality, very high impacting media.
I wouldn't say it's particularly limited. They've been in pretty much every type of
They've got
media.
7 movies.
Running time, he's talking, compared to Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, right, running time.
7
Just
movies, a
material.
dozen books, and some TV series, right? Marvel's got
A dozen
fucking-
books. They've got hundreds of books.
Well, canon.
But that's only because they've recently changed it.
Right, whatever. They've got a limited amount.
As they retconned, I hasten to add, like 90 years of Marvel comics and made them all non-canon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes. DC did it as well. DC New 52. Like,
Oh, did they get rid of loads of shit Marvel ones?
Oh, the old
they
they're
both,
a
they
separate
both did it. Yeah,
universe
they
now.
Oh,
retconned
that's
them
good.
and did it all.
Marvel's probably a whole lot better than on the whole.
Whether they're good or bad, Star Wars is a very focused universe. Marvel, its fan base is diluted through like civil, like
No, I
preferences.
suppose, yeah, you're not necessarily just a Marvel fan, you're a Spider-Man fan.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really give a shit about Marvel and Spider-Man. to be
yeah, you
honest.
prefer Guardians of the Galaxy, I prefer Iron Man.
So many people don't give a shit where this came from. Who produced this comic book? I don't care. Did they do other stuff? I don't care. I'm reading this one.
No, but the same can be said about the Star Wars Expanded Universe. There are some people there that
But
have...
everything says Star Wars on it.
Yeah, it's all the same rules, it's all the same things.
Yeah, but Marvel's no different. It has
It's just
To be
different.
honest.
I don't
Well,
see that.
my original point was that Marvel is just more diverse. It opens up to a wider audience.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can
Some
cherry
very
pick.
dark, serious Marvel stuff. Some very, very,
Deadpool.
very silly stuff.
Yeah.
Again, I would disagree with
Blade, that's Marvel.
I would say
And
that
Star Wars has the same.
I would say each franchise's. I would say the financial turnover disagrees with that actually.
Ah,
Yeah, but that was my original point. Star Wars might have done really good quality, focused stuff that's done really well in the statistics, but Marvel has a much wider spread fan base. It has a much. You can cherry pick what you want from it. You don't have to be fully fledged Marvel fanboy to enjoy Marvel.
and that makes it hard to compare Marvel as a whole with Star Wars, but you can still do it.
Yeah, but that's.
You can do it.
But
We can do
I'm
it.
disagreeing with that point as a positive for Marvel though, because
No, we're not saying it is. No one's ever
Well,
said this is positive or negative. either way.
He is. Though. He's putting it across as a point in Marvel's favour.
Okay.
And I'm disagreeing with that, saying that that if it was as truly diverse and that you wouldn't have to cherry pick, if it was a fair point, that's why I brought in Star Wars' financial success, because every part of it is as appealing and as as open and as the last part, which is why it's got a broader
But it
appeal.
only
In a
manages
very-
to do that by sacrificing variety.
Yeah, in a very
If
generic
everything has to be
way.
entry point,
In a
it
ge-
can't
I
really
wouldn't
be
say
that
it does
far away from the-
sacrifice variety though.
no, it does. In a very generic
Would you
way.
say
it
Star Wars does not have dark, funny,
I don't
complex
talk
characters?
at all through this.
I think it does.
When I do,
Well, you've
I
got to
think
wait
it
for your
does.
time to talk.
Go on.
in a very generic way, it is financially perfect.
Oh,
But Marvel is like going back to cultural impact. It has more chance of someone liking it because it has so much different content. So the stuff that you like in Marvel, I won't
You
like.
can't say it's got more chance of people liking it. Because
No.
Star Wars might just be an all-round better product that everyone likes
Well-
to a certain degree. And then Marvel, there's got loads of different things. Some people like more, some people like less. Most of them will be less. You might get that occasional hit where they like that more. And then you could
Yeah,
say,
but the
does that
chances
make Marvel
are,
better? I don't know.
yeah, but the chances are you'll always find something you like.
Yeah, well, that's your point, and that's a good one, I think.
There'll always be something
Yeah,
in there that
yeah,
you
yeah.
can relate to. Whereas Star Wars is the same. It's the same.
If
universe.
you're off Star Wars, there's no bit of Star Wars you can watch. If you don't like Star Wars, if you don't like Spider-Man, Iron Man, the Hulk, all the main ones, there's probably one weird one someone wrote, and there's been like 12 of them.
Lucky Man, Stan Lee's Lucky Man.
Lucky Man, yeah.
It's on the TV at the moment.
It is. Is it any good?
No, I've not watched it.
Isn't it got that guy in it, the Irish guy?
Yes, no, Scottish.
Is it
Jason
Scottish?
Nesbitt.
Yes, he is Scottish, isn't he? He's quite good though.
From,
that guy.
from Cold Feet.
From Cold Feet, yeah. And every single ITV drama ever.
He was in The Hobbit as well, wasn't he? He was one of the Hobbits.
He was, yeah. He was bad in that, wasn't he?
I remember him almost crying when Bilbo was going to leave.
Weren't he in the thick of it?
No.
What was the original piece of media we were discussing?
Books.
Who'd won the previous ones?
TV.
TV was
You'd given
Marvel.
it to Marvel.
We'd given it.
Yes.
And then we're on books.
Yes.
So we've done TV and books. Right, okay. So
No, games was the first one we gave to Star Wars.
Games, Star Wars.
So books, we'll have to decide it. That's a strange one with, do you count comics?
Graphic novel versus,
No, do you want to differentiate them? I think in general they do differentiate them.
Yeah.
They do, yeah.
Well, no, because you're going from.
I think.
What were we just talking about? What was the media platform?
It was books.
So
It's
television,
written.
we just stopped talking about.
Games, TV, and now we're going to like print, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, they're different.
They're
like,
very
they've got
different,
appeals.
yeah.
I think books, Star Wars, when I
TV
can't really
series
think
is
of
going to be
any.
completely different.
We've done TV series.
Yeah, but like the same way comics is different to books, you can get TV series that are completely different, like cartoons, live action.
Yeah, but you don't really get that many Marvel, like, 5-minute things. Because there's a book.
Exactly.
There's a book
That's
and then there's
another
comics. It's
different.
like,
That's another little short series, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose you could look at it on a long scale like that. But anyway, that's not. I don't know. It's going to be a tricky one written.
If you
It's-
count comics
Just
as
just
written,
because Marvel is so rooted in comics,
Yeah, you
it's sort
have
of
to still
unfairly
say
weighted if you don't
Marvel.
separate them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's definitely Marvel because it's their whole thing.
Yeah.
But I've never read
Well, it's,
anything.
Star Wars do comics.
Yeah, well, you couldn't count them either.
No, I meant that when we go on to comics, Star Wars do comics.
they won't stop.
Well,
As I've just said, they
I'm
have an
out-
entire
I'm out
comic
in
just
terms of
titled
the
Darth Vader, which is selling very incredibly well at the moment.
I've never sat down and read.
It's not even Star
anything
Wars Darth
or
Vader.
Marvel,
It's just
so.
Darth Vader.
No.
I don't think it'd be worth an ounce of what a mint condition first print
We're talking
Spider-Man would be.
Talking about worth again.
Yeah, we are.
Well, I'm just
Brass
saying,
tacks.
if you say it's doing really well, it's selling really well, then
Well, no,
Yeah,
because
but-
You
to
just meant
Marvel.
popularity.
because the first edition Spider-Man's going to be, 80, 90 years old. There's going to be maybe 100 copies of it left in the world, whereas
less than that.
this Darth Vader comic, they're going to have printed, tens of millions of times already, probably.
Mm.
What's it about then? Is it about
It's
sort of a middle period?
yeah, it's set between 4 and 5.
Oh, cool.
And
That'd be
after,
quite
after
fun,
the destruction
that.
of the first Death Star.
Saying that, going back to games, yeah, Star Wars does win games with the Force Unleashed and stuff like that.
Oh,
I forgot about it.
Not the second one. We won't count the second.
Second one was terrible, wasn't it? I only got the second one.
Right, so books were given to Star Wars, comics, Marvel.
Is there anything else?
Our own private thoughts at night time.
Our own private thoughts.
Dreams.
Yeah. The Dreamscape. How did they fare on the Dreamscape? Through the Dreamerscope.
It's difficult. It's
I think
It's-
you got to give it to Marvel. That seems like most of those were invented on cheese dreams.
I'm trying to think of other types of media platforms.
Billboards.
Billboards.
Star Wars every time.
No, so that's that round to draw.
Yeah, no, they're both whores on the billboards.
Yeah. No, I mean that the different types of media.
No. I thought you just quickly decided billboards was a draw. No, billboards is a draw. Thanks,
No,
Sean.
are we not just doing movies as well? Would that not be the tiebreaker?
Okay.
Yeah, no, you are separating it out as if
Yeah.
they're all equally
Well,
valuable.
I suppose that will take us into the next topic anyway, which would be films.
Alright.
Movies, very similar to films.
Yes. Just a few letters difference.
I've got two characters from films here. Should we talk
Yes.
about those?
No, we'll get round to
Damn
that.
it, I'm
We're
so
nearly finished. We're not too far.
good.
Films. We're going to characters, and those characters will lead on to this.
Holy
I planned
shit.
this. I planned this.
We've been led down the garden path here.
You haven't. We've been on a merry dance. So films.
You're just so passionate. Sorry, we'll say it.
How are we going to discuss films? How would you like to discuss
Well, I don't know,
films?
there aren't many, are there?
Well, there's 7.
It's a lot.
You've got 3 good ones, 3 bad ones, 1 that's fun but sort of sits in the middle.
Let's focus mainly on the Fantastic Four series.
There is that.
Okay, so Star Wars wins.
No.
You know, one of those guys is made of rocks.
Wacky, eh?
Craziness. Oh. Things they can
One of
do.
them can stretch his willy.
Well, not myself, eh? It would be quite nice to have a huge fucking dick.
Right, so we're just
Yeah, sorry.
we're just giving the film to Star Wars and saving that a very long discussion on it.
Why?
Okay.
Um,
What would you like to go for?
We need to
You-
split
you
films.
start.
No, we
You
need
go
to
for
split
it.
films. If this isn't just going to be a bitch fest that makes no sense, we need to split films along different categories. Which one's better for?
Okay.
for-
Okay.
Which ones are better for comedy?
Marvel.
It's got to be Marvel.
ding.
Which
All
ones
right.
are better
All right.
for love?
Star
Marvel.
Wars.
I think it's probably got to be Star Wars.
It's Star Wars.
Aside from the prequel bullshit.
Just
That-
one line
that
in
was-
Star Wars.
No,
Sorry,
there's
what,
no,
one
Han and Leia.
exchange.
Han and Leia beat all the.
He kissed his sister.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's some steamy
Contention.
stuff. Exactly.
That's great, love.
It's provocative, isn't it? Love stories. It's a winner.
No.
You throw incest in there. It's a firebomb. Star Wars wins.
No, I'm not having that.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Give us all your brilliant Marvel romances.
Give me
Yeah.
one thing in Marvel that even compares
Well-
to that scene of "I love you." I know.
What?
That you
What
can't
scene
really
was
call that
that?
Star Wars though, because that was improvised.
It's still is there. It's in the films.
It's true.
It is Star Wars.
It's Star Wars.
Go on. One thing in Marvel.
The Amazing Spider-Man. Because I swear that was a chick flick until I realised it was Spider-Man.
It was a bad chick flick.
No,
Were you
no.
enjoying the chick flick?
I was, and then she died. Spoilers.
Oh, are you
Hang on,
talking
which-
the
he's
new
in the
one?
new
Yes,
one.
he is.
With Andrew Garfield.
Where the Spider-Man opens into a hand.
You're the worst. Not only
What?
were you saying Spider-Man is like the epitome of a good love story.
Better than Star Wars.
Are you talking
no.
about the new one?
You just tried
Yeah.
to grab your argument gun and
They
shot
had-
yourself in the foot.
They had about 2 scenes together.
Yeah, but it was funny. It was light. It was.
No,
It
no.
was-
Okay, great. That's what you want, a love story. We
Yeah.
just did comedy.
I-
We just moved past funny and light
It was-
onto fucking
That's what
Un-
love is. Funny,
funny and light.
comedy,
Un-
laughter.
Unbearable and cringeworthy comes to mind, to be honest.
Yeah. Comes to face a cringe.
It's
worth
not even
a
like.
face.
Yeah, it's worse than rom-com like movies.
It was a rom-com.
Which is saying that's not
I'm gonna
helping
try and
at
think.
all. It was bad
Oh,
at what it wasn't
in the
supposed
Hulk,
to be doing.
In the Hulk, it's not bad. You know the thing where he can't see the lady because he's the Hulk.
Yeah,
See?
that whole thing was
No,
great.
Speaking of the Hulk, do you watch Age of Ultron? Not really.
I've seen
I
it.
did watch it. Yeah.
I don't know if watch
Black
was the
Widow, Hulk, Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
That was kind of
I don't think
adorable.
it was terrible. Was it as good as Han and Leia?
No, but then also incest.
Yeah.
But Han and Leia is not incest.
No, but
I
then
don't
all the
know.
other incest in the movies is sort
Not
of
only
like weird.
incest, twincest.
They kissed. It wasn't exactly in-depth incest.
No,
You
with
didn't see how far the
passionate-
tongue went in.
Yeah, they were passionately
Not
in
in
love.
depth.
But you're
They didn't know.
making it out. To be, you're talking about 2 people. I love that music. Leave it alone. Yeah. No, I think this has to go Star Wars love story.
Yeah, it's Star Wars.
Yeah, it even beats incest.
All right, villains.
That's bullshit. Villains.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
No, well, don't take that down.
Are
I'm
you
not going
gonna
to say my
say-
piece. You're just
you
going to have
gonna
John's
say-
fucking gentle voice.
Are you gonna say anything in Marvel beats? The
3
Mandarin.
words.
The
Kaya the Rat.
Kaya Loren. It sounds like an Italian designer.
Because that's what they were going for.
No, I want all the lightsabers pink.
Yes. That was near enough what his character was.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Darth Vader. The Emperor.
The only thing that could have come close to the Emperor and Darth Vader, which was the Mandarin, they managed to butcher.
Yeah.
Right. Think about
What about the skull guy?
No.
Remember that skull guy with the red skull?
Remember the Red Skull?
Arresting. Imagine meeting him on the street.
You remember the Red Skull, but unhappily
He would be
enough, that's also his
scarier than
name.
meeting Vader on the street.
He
'cause
would. You'd
Vader's
say,
a bit-
seek help!
You would. Who's this cunt in a helmet? Whereas it's a red skulled person, you're like, who the
Yeah, until he cut you down with his laser sword.
Anyway,
Or choked you.
my point would be, in Marvel, they always build the villains like really well. Like think of Spider-Man, he's got like 12 really good villains. Like, especially when you compare him to DC. DC just sort of like makes shit up
Right.
for circumstance.
I'm gonna help you out here. Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin, maybe
Yeah,
is
that was
amazing.
really good. Wait,
Sorry, are you saying that his performance outperforms?
I'm
like,
not saying
Ian
that, but I'm just
McDermott's
saying I
episode 3?
feel at least deserves some recognition.
The Emperor.
Yes.
No,
He was shit.
no, he wasn't. He was chewing. He was fantastic.
That was great.
They even read even.
Willem Dafoe.
Yes,
point.
Willem Dafoe is fucking amazing. Come on.
No, I'm not.
You and me, Spider-Man.
Even
No, that is brilliant.
even Red Letter Media gives
Who the fuck are they?
like, that's the.
This is video crack, Sean. Get with the program.
No, but Red Letter Media destroys every film he touches. But he gives the Emperor.
Oh, is that this guy?
Yeah, everyone gives the Emperor credit. He was an absolute joy in that film. He was the saving grace of it.
Protagana.
He's barely in it. And he was boring. You tune off when he's talking.
No, he didn't.
Apart from when he's going, I'll do it.
No way, Willem Dafoe.
Just
is
the old
Green
man.
Goblin.
On
It's Willem
side.
Dafoe. Look at his face now.
I'm sorry.
He looks
no.
like the
Look
Green
at
Goblin
the
without the
crack.
mask.
Look at the folds. His face is all like, and then he puts the mask on, it's like, and he's on the thing, and he's flying. He makes his own bombs. He paints them.
He paints
They're green. He sits there and he paints them.
They're
It's
orange.
just him.
They're orange.
The orange with the glowy bit, but where he holds it,
They're still orange.
are they still orange?
Yeah.
Okay, well he paints it orange
The
then.
pumpkin coloured.
Sorry, yeah,
the
the same as
pumpkin.
his eyes.
Yeah. Little
He
pumpkin.
puts a lot of effort in. You shouldn't put him down, old Defoe.
But I just don't think he's as good as.
His name is Dafoe. He is Dafoe. He's the enemy.
It's definitely.
Oh, your point's getting pretty thin now, Pierre.
No, that was the thickest I've laid it on. Yeah. I'm going deep.
Just give in.
Just
give in.
Wynnum Dafoe.
Right, can we go through every Marvel film we can think of and think of a villain? Or
Good.
try to even remember the villain from them.
Like you say, the Mandarin.
Not a good point
What's
to
the
start
big-
on.
No, they
What's
destroyed.
the
him.
Ben
big-
Kingsley.
He wasn't the villain
wasn't the
though.
villain.
That's the
That's
whole
what I'm
point.
saying. No,
That's
you
that
don't
really-
like that though.
The
Nah.
Collector.
No.
He wasn't even
Oh.
the villain. He was like some.
He
dodgy
wears villain's
side
glasses.
character.
What does he sound like? Do an impression.
It's what's his name? Isn't
He
it?
goes.
Is it Benicio del Toro?
It is, yes.
It's Benicio del Toro. And my impression of him
Toro.
would have to be from what is it? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Go on.
We're just going. You can't hear much of what he's saying in that film.
No.
I've
Man
got
one.
one. Doctor Doom.
Oh, you try and sell that if you want to.
They've
I think
completely
any-
butchered him from the comics.
Well, yeah, but from the comics, he was fucking.
We're not talking
The
about the
bad
comics,
guy.
though.
You what? You talking about villains?
We're talking about the films.
No, you're not. You said you moved on to villains.
Yes,
We've
the
split,
villains
we're
of the
splitting.
films.
This is all within.
we're talking
Do you want me
about-
to bring the arms out again?
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
within
yeah.
Villains.
Right.
We split the element of the
Alright.
films we
Okay.
could talk about. So villains, who wins?
Star Wars.
Okay. Yeah.
Just.
Heroes.
Close. It was very close.
Just.
Heroes, Marvel.
Really?
They're based on superheroes.
It is the whole thing with that. Like
Jedi's-
Star Wars, there's moral ambiguity.
Sorry. Han Solo.
The moral ambiguity.
He's a smuggler. He's a
He's
criminal.
not a hero. He's the
All right,
classic anti-hero. He's
can we
an
say
anti-hero.
right? No,
We're
no.
not getting that in depth.
We're talking
because
about heroes.
Darth
What do you
Vader's
mean
not
that
villain.
in depth?
Can we specify to the protagonists?
To the one.
Protagonists.
The protagonists.
Protagonists.
See, it's
No,
the
the
alien
proto-
race.
the
The alien race.
From the alien race from like Babylon 5.
Yeah, Han
They
Solo
came
wasn't
out.
the
They came before the
protagonist.
Gannis. They were the proto-Gannis.
Yes. Han Solo was not a protagonist.
He was
It
not.
was Luke. He was born
Yeah.
on Protagania.
Luke, you could say was a hero, but not a very
Interesting
interesting
one.
or great one.
Why could you not say Han was a hero?
Because he's
then?
not a hero. He's an anti-hero.
He's a smuggler.
Criminal. But an
He didn't have the hero's journey.
you don't
He
have to have
wasn't
the,
the
you don't-
protagonist.
You don't have to have the hero's
You have to be
journey.
the protagonist if you're the hero.
And you can have multiple protagonists, but character-wise,
I don't know. What do you think? I don't know.
no, they're just
So we've done our tallies. We've done our incredibly complex mathematics.
Yes, and after carrying the 2 and using that sign that looks like Omega but with a dot in the middle.
I love that one.
Don't forget about that weird map I made with all the red string.
Yeah, that was very helpful actually.
Yeah.
And
On my arms.
when Adam, when you called in that friend of yours from wherever it was, Bora Bora, the one that could speak in 85 different languages, he was incredibly helpful.
That was Stan Lee.
Oh, was it?
I
didn't realise. Well, we had George Lucas here last time with us.
Oh, did you? That was Stan Lee.
He's not coming back.
Oh,
That guy.
I think he's in the room now, isn't he?
Wanker, Adam.
Do you know that Stan
No,
Lee
apparently
changed
not.
his name from Stanley Lee to Stan Lee?
oh, I thank
So
God.
it flowed more.
Yes,
It's not true.
I didn't think it was.
Very good.
Okay, so after tallying it, we've actually come up to a very unsurprising draw.
Oh, holy hell!
No.
A draw?
And by a draw, I mean a victory for Star Wars, because that's quite obvious.
No. You mean a draw?
A draw's a draw.
Yeah, well,
I thought we were going to solve this today.
Leave your comments below.
yes, well. So, moving on to our next topic.
Yeah, that's that bit done now.
At the right time.
Yeah.
Next one.
So, well, I'll leave just a bit of space.
Star Wars versus Harry Potter.
Next
No, it'd be
topic.
the same result.
Can we all just like say what we think's better?
So, after that result, we'll just go around and see what actual people think. As Peter, the shrew, is an actual...
Shrew.
Mr. Green is an actual person.
The shrew in the corner. Thinking thoughts about things. Star Wars is better.
Why?
No,
We've
we've
done
done
that
this.
part.
We've done this part.
Oh, I just wanted like a little synopsis of why you like it
Fine.
so much.
Star Wars is better because I can't evaluate Marvel because it's loads of different things.
Nice.
Oh, well, that's a nice save, yeah.
You want me to
Sure,
ask you
Lord.
whether Star Wars is better
Obvious.
than any of the Marvel things?
I don't think Adam and I actually need to state our opinions, do
We'll
we?
go around.
I really want to hear both of your opinions though, just succinctly stated.
Yeah. No. Aside from all the arguments,
Okay.
just say great things about Star Wars. Because we know what your thing is. Say things you fucking love about Star Wars.
George Lucas is right in front of you right now. Pants unzipped, dick out.
That's
Go.
obviously the first thing you love about
Okay, so we'll pull his pants back up and zip them up, and then we'll have a chat, maybe.
When you unzip his pants,
Probably-
does his throat going to go down?
Yes. From experience, I know. Probably not about Star Wars, the conversation. That probably might be a few other things, but we'd get to Star Wars, I imagine. After a few, maybe, conversation with a professional.
After a few rounds of conversation.
So I really enjoy them both for different reasons. I do prefer Star Wars because it holds a lot of sentimental value. From a personal perspective, I think Darth Vader's a fantastic villain. A lot of the characters I enjoy watching on screen. I'm happy to have them back. The fights are, as we've said, more personal, which appeal to me. And just overall, I think objectively and subjectively, it's a more respectable franchise. But like I said, I do like Marvel quite a lot, and I enjoy it.
Good. Adam.
Make sure to cover both objectivity and subjectivity. As
Yeah.
Sean
Yeah.
just did.
Really,
Whatever
really
they're.
get in there.
I don't really care about franchises or anything like that. Like, it's what it delivers to you, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, so subjectivity.
I have more sentimentality with Marvel. However, I think I prefer Star Wars because the fantasy of just jumping in a spaceship and going from planet to planet is so much better than like having to deal with like 7 billion people on one planet.
All fucking
Just-
whining.
No.
I want my superhero
Save
over
me,
here.
save me,
Well, it's
the
just
bridge
be-
collapsed. Shut up.
Yeah, all that bullshit. I couldn't be arsed with that.
Luke does not give a shit about anyone in the galaxy other than getting his lightsaber.
Exactly.
Things start going
Doing
south
weird
on
stuff.
this planet. Boom, he's away.
Exactly. That's
Up to
what.
Dagobah.
So much
Go and have
better.
a chat with the old man.
Yeah, I'll see what he thinks about it. He's fucking crazy, that guy. That little green guy. I think he lost his mind a long time ago. He lives on his own.
No, he's got ghosts. It's hard to
They're not with the chores around the hut. He's got ghosts. Yeah. We think he's
Continuity.
mentally ill when he's muttering to himself in the corner. You're like, oh, it's so good he's got those ghosts around to keep him company.
I believe, alright. John?
would this be the right time to say that Guardians of the Galaxy is better than both?
Because it takes the best parts of both.
Better than itself.
It doesn't take the best parts.
Like a baby spider, it ate its mum, and it became better for it. No, it's just
the most natural thing in the world.
Guardians of the Galaxy is just Star Wars. It just it's like you were saying earlier. It's borrowed and lended and
so Star Wars is your answer, is it?
Star Wars is kind of my answer, but also it's got the silliness and the quippiness, and then ultimately of Marvel, and then ultimately does the one thing that I like. A send up of the one thing I hate the most about Marvel is how much it takes itself seriously sometimes when it is supposed to be stupid, wacky superheroes punching each other, and then has a dance battle as the end fight.
Yeah,
but
it just still makes me so happy.
It's definitely
but Marvel...
the happy medium between the two kinds of like vibe they give off.
Yeah. I can't wait for the second film for that. Actually,
Marvel doesn't take itself seriously. Think about the time when Hulk threw Loki slapstick style.
Winter Soldier.
It's not supposed to. For the most part, it doesn't. But sometimes
with the comic books, isn't it the way that they have that one serious issue where they confront something from the guy's past or something?
Well,
isn't it like they do all the dark stuff, or like the serious stuff in like one go? Like this is a serious one. No silly tentacle monsters in this one. This one's all dark and serious, and he goes through some emotional turmoil.
And then Stark walks in.
An emotional roller coaster.
An emotional roller coaster.
So yeah, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, so I win.
I say to you all, fair enough.
Probably good.
Man, a few words.
No, we're not. We're not finished. We're not.
No.
It is.
No, in the words of Han Solo, it's not over yet.
I've been fiddling with this little piece of paper in my hands for 2 hours for a reason.
So now we're on to the main event.
Oh my God!
I'm so excited.
So I might actually switch. I might actually cut this off and make it its entirely its own thing.
The rooster, playing it fast and loose.
Kindergarten Cop. Take it from the top. Kindergarten Cop.
Where it's at, dog.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, let's roll.